Babe Boomer, the league leader in wins, preparing to take the hill. Can the ace deliver another gem in this one? It's the Chicago White Sox and the Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. So here's the lefty, Babe Boomer. Chris, her strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
She's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this pitcher or a pitcher like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of her own when it comes to that category.
And stepping in is the speedy number 5. And that is out of play. This to third, and that's a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. One away. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. Montgomery batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick in 2021. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
On the ground, right side, and foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Gets him swinging with that screwball, and it was a good one. You know, the screwball's often compared to a changeup because of the velocity and the arm side movement, but the big difference is what you saw right there. A lot more depth or drop than most changeups, and it caused him to swing right over the top.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the White Sox. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Base is empty with 2 away. Babe Boomer stands in now for the Diamondbacks. She's a hitter who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this player hits for contact, so she delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Corrals it. And that is that. On to the second inning here in the desert. No score. And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Jordan Wogu steps to the plate for the White Sox. And that one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2. Ball, that's low.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as she tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
And it's fouled away. No score here in the second.
8-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And she strikes out the side for the second time today. Nothing doing here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And now the center fielder, Jordan Adams. Boomer back to work. And that drops in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball one there.
Ball 1.
Grounds one to short. Perdomo. The throw to first. One up, one down.
The third baseman, Brian Ramos.
And now Brian Ramos blasted a solo homer yesterday. The only run they were able to score. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Top of the third, no score. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly she had him fooled.
And now it's Jose Siri. Right through there for a strike. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering is down low. Swings and misses. And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one. 9 straight retired here to start the game. No score. Back here in the desert, and the batter now, number 5.
Jordan Sprinkle.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
You know, these White Sox just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one missed. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's her 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Perdomo on to first. 2 up, 2 down. Singing an impressive jump throw from the hole at short. Let's see what StatCast has to say.
Now he's just showing off out there. I mean, I don't know if fans realize how much arm strength you need to make that throw. This guy's got a rocket of an arm, and that was on full display right there. Just an awesome job.
And next to hit for the Sox, Ryan Noda. First pitch just misses. Noda in his 5th season, 31 years old, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And we are still scoreless.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dave Boomer.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one is lifted in the air. Adams should have this one. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 4.
Back here at Chase Field, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
And there's 1 away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Wogu stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. And that K brings her into double digits for the game.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Carroll in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. So 5 perfect innings in the books. And we still have no score. Top of the 6th inning. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jordan Adams. Boomer back to work. Popped up. Paredes makes the catch. One down. So up next for Chicago, Brian Ramos. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Cut on and lifted in the air.
I got it.
Carroll makes the play, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Siri in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Way out front for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now it doesn't strikeouts for her in this one. So she's perfect through 6. No score.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dave Boomer.
Line drive, base hit. So runner aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something she could handle. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Runner takes off. This one in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and she steals second base without a throw. And that extends her lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Swing and a chopper. Fires to first. They get the out on Marte. Isaac Paredes stands in now for the Diamondbacks. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Next to hit, Brenton Doyle. With the go-ahead run at third here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Top of inning number 7. Here's the White Sox DH, number 5. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths. This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Pitch misses.
Whoa, that's
It's a
down.
ball and 2 strikes. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
0-2 with the count.
The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for Chicago, Ryan Noda, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Inside. Ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Swings through that one for strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses. Full count, 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Caught him looking for the K. The perfection continues. 21 straight have been retired. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the White Sox nothing. And here is Babe Boomer, 1 for 3. Wilson, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Now this is in the air down the line. Siri in position. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Patel.
Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Boomer into her 8th inning of work singing. She's been good.
She's the type of pitcher that gets better as she gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to her, you get to her early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Swing and a miss. Pitch count in great shape. It seems she might have a chance to finish it. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
She's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, she hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
A left-handed batter facing a left-handed pitcher that's got some sink like that at the end. It's just the bottom falls out of it when it looks like it's going to be a pretty good pitch in that location that everyone says lefties love.
Here's the left fielder, Jordan Wogu. In there at the knees for a strike. Started to swing, held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Carroll stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go for perfection. It's the Diamondbacks 5 and the White Sox nothing. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the center fielder, Jordan Adams. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. Boomer back to work.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
And they're at the knees. That's strike 2. Hit in the air, center field. Doyle under this one. And there's one down. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope she gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for her at this point.
Brian Ramos digs in now. Hit on the ground to short. Perdomo on to first. Now only 1 out remaining.
26 up and 26 down. 1 more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now.
1-1-1.
Swung on, and it's a base hit. And that puts an end to the perfect game here in the 9th.
Man, this is heartbreaking, Boog. I mean, just heartbreaking. 1 out from a no-no, and she gives up that first hit. Gosh, I'm sure she's just going to be thinking about that last pitch for a long time. So close to making some history.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Babe Boomer won't go any further, and she was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Antonio Franco.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Boomer was dominating on the hill and did well at the plate, too.
And her pitching is what really stands out to me, Boog. I think they take either of those performances from any player, but when you get them both from the same person, it becomes pretty remarkable.